Again. Yes. It's always nice to start a stream when you're organised. I was super organised tonight. I was like, yes, I'm so all over this. Hit the stream button and my OBS crashed completely and it wiped out one of my live streams, so I had to reset that. And then, so there's a bug. I'd set it up so when I hit the stream, the vertical and the horizontal start together, and that's clearly that's what's crashing it. So doesn't matter, fixed it now. Hello everyone, how are we? Nice to see you. Trying a new camera angle as well, steering wheel and joystick. Hopefully you can see sim dashboards as well, and you can see the chat over here as well. But you can see the chat if you're watching the stream as well. So how are we? How are we? Would you say this map is a bit German? To clarify, Jos, I was saying that FarmCon was German because they did it in German. They spoke in German. That's not what it sounded like though, was it? I think it's safe to say. We all know that now. How are we? Hello everyone. Like driving your tractor in the river, yes. Deflect. Do some deflecting. Nice to see you all. How's things? Good to have you back. Glad it's a Wednesday. If you use your magnifying glass... No, that's just you being old, Args. That's fine. Don't you worry. Got a lot of my arm in though, haven't you? Right, let's try and adjust things slightly. That's a bit better, isn't it? Nice to see everybody. Hope you are all well. Right, we have... I had so much fun doing this the other day that I've kind of like... I'm loving this map enough that I wanted to kind of dive in and have a bit of a play with it. So, we'll get stuck in. We will have a little bit of a tour around, let you see what's what. But in essence, we're going to start with, and I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to remove... hopefully that much money. Yes, there we go. So, bit of a tour of equipment. We've got some rather nice fence here. We've got some rather nice John Deeres. We've got grassland equipment for tonight, but that doesn't mean we're going to keep doing grassland equipment, because over here we're all prepped in the cow shed. We've got the robotic milker. We have 250 cows in here. We've got a few different things going on. So there we go. There's the cows in the pasture. We're just gonna do some chill let's play style farming for a long time. We've been kind of busy doing other stuff, and just I'm having so much fun with the streaming at the moment. Just like I'm loving it, loving the interaction. I'm loving the whole vertical stream thing as well. I'm kind of really pleased with how that's working. Bringing a whole new audience in, and also chatting to all of you lot that have been here since the dawn of time. So what we're going to do tonight, I think, have I tested the feeder? It was moving the other day, Args, but beyond that, I haven't. This is the updated version of the map that came out yesterday as well. So I'm kind of hoping that they might have fixed it. Kind of hoping. What have we got here? We want to close the tents, but there is a trigger in here. If not, we might have to manually feed them. The loader was working when I was setting things up the other night. I'm not sure if it's now not working though. We'll soon find out, won't we? There's some buttons on the wall here. What happens if we press these? Well, that's just lights. Okay. GT Racing, can you have a shout out? You certainly can, GT Racing. Good to have you here. How are you? Right, let's close this up. So, this is our farm. We're at the farm at the top of the map, so we are right up in the top corner here. There we go. We're up there. So we own that farm. We've got a field here of wheat. We've got a bank of 4 fields here in the middle. If I do that, you can see them. And we actually own the other farm as well, which is where our more agricultural machinery is. So like our tillage machinery, our seeders, our all of that stuff, and we're keeping the grass stuff up at the top farm. So we're going to take it from there, really. So first things first, we're going to head down. We're going to cut a couple of the grass fields down here. We've got a different mower than we had last week, because that didn't quite work as well as I was expecting. So let's climb in here. and let's head down to the field. So we've got this class 1, which doesn't have a swather on it or a windrower facility on it. So we're going to have to take the windrower down afterwards, which is fine. I'm okay with that. As long as you don't hit the bollards on the side of the road. There we go. Evening, Frank. Nice to see you. Rule 1, have fun. Exactly, Scott. That's why we do it, right? That is why we do it. Stream 2, take 2, action. Have you only just caught... Oh, no, you haven't. I was going to say, have you only just caught up, Glenn? Yes. Oh, crikey, yeah, better not... Actually... Oh, there it is. It's got those LED beacons in this. Old health and safety Sally's in. We've got to make sure. Right. Let's head down to the yard. Hang on a minute. Let me get my... There we go. Oh, that's interesting. The old... there's too much writing on the PDA. We'll go with that one. Cup of Joe. A corp nut. Must be early corp. Farming Fanatic has changed his name because I inspired him. Well, I never. That's nice. I appreciate that, man. Good stuff. That's what we're here to do. Inspire people and encourage people about the joys of farming. Let's get everything unfolded. Let's jump in. I will probably drive in field like this. Hang on a second. I'm getting pop-ups appearing everywhere. And we will lower down 1300 Pacific. Okay, you're not too bad. It's like just a post-lunch coffee then, is it? Let's get this first field fired up, shall we? Go. We're going to come back in here with the windrower. We've got lots of jobs to do today, so we'll get this kind of sorted. If we've got time, we'll move on to some combining as well. But we'll see how we go. So yes, Benji, nice to see you. How's things? And we'll just run it and see how we get on. Because that is what it's all about, playing the game. And do you know, I have to say, very selfishly, I am enjoying a little bit of a break from editing, which is what the live streaming does. It's the joy of recording, but without having to do anything with it afterwards. It is a little bit warts and all. You see everything. You see all the mistakes. But we'll crack on. Zorro, bro. How do you carry the bales from the store? However you like, mate. There's trailers, pickup wagons, loaders, auto-load trailers, super strength, you name it. You just choose the one that works for you. Ronald, nice to see you again. How are you doing? Quite a nice, this little clash mower. Glenn. Even in Wayland, nice to see you too. Bass, God, thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate that. It's something I've worked long and hard to get ready, so I'm pleased that you like it. I like it too. It's been a bit of a labour of love building it out. As Hamish says in the chat there, if you could slap the like button, it is much appreciated, or even better, yeah, liking the farm sim, hit the old subscribe button as well. And I'd love some feedback on the new vertical layout, whether or not it works or not, whether or not my big old head is in the way of the tractor too much. or it works a bit better. I mean, I could turn it off altogether, but then you'd be missing out on the eye candy, so what do you do? Sean Lewis, nice to see you. How are you doing? I see Scott is in. Scott's been busy on the old streams recently as well. Working hard on his multiplayer server. So go check out Scott. We'll try and not overlap too much, Scott. And if we do, I'll send people your way when I'm done, and likewise, if you feel like doing the same, you can do the same. So we'll do a couple of headlands here, and then we'll blast on the up and downs. Evening, Chris Newell. Nice to see you. Al Card from Czech is in as well. Nice to see you. Yeah, we do like John Deere's here. We are fans of John Deere's here. Farming Fanatic. John Deere's, Fence, Case, New Holland, Old Fords, you name it. I'm a fan. Args, have a great day at work, mate. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. Mr. Goham is in the house as well. Nice to see you, DJ. How's things? Would you like screenshots from phone? Compare from a few different people. I wouldn't mind, Yoss. That would be a good idea. Ministorm, how could I forget you from the last live? Nice to have you back. Nice to have you back. Ah, the supercut render, DJ. I can relate, as I'm going to be releasing some of my older content in supercuts over the next couple of weeks as we kind of, I think we can safely say, roll to the end. When FarmSim put out their recap of FS22, so I think we're going to maybe assume that suggests FS22 is coming to an end. We shall see. But yeah, I'm putting out some older content, some content that I'm kind of proud of from the last 3 years as well. Things that have gone really well for the channel and other people have liked, so there we go. Exactly, DJ. We don't know for sure, do we? But you know, we'll take our cues from that video. Hello to everybody in the vertical stream as well. Wow, there's so many of you in there. It's amazing. So Ante from Croatia, nice to see you. Stu Gaither, how are you, mate? Nice to see you again. Great to have you here. The numbers on the vertical streams have been off the charts. We had 40,000 viewers in 2 hours on Saturday night. 40,000 viewers in 2 hours. It is unreal. So, hey DJ, what's this vertical mess? I'm slightly off kilter here, actually, aren't I? Look, I'm slightly chopped off. Which way do I need to go? That's the way I needed to go. Now I'm off kilter. Oh well. Pyrios, how you doing? Swipes left. Thanks, DJ. I think you'll find with shorts you swipe up or down, DJ. It's such an old fuddy-duddy. Ah, I get it was a Tinder gag. I don't know if swipe left's good or bad now either. I'm gonna say good. Knowing how he looks at me at FarmCon, I'm gonna assume it's good. I'm not dead yet, FS22. Rumours of my death were greatly exaggerated. What's that line? Lewis Hamilton is here? It's bad. Thanks, DJ. It's bad. Pyrios, I'm very good, man. Thank you very much. Ahmet, hello. Nice to see you too. Ante, you have one question. What tractor has GPS? Any one you want to, Ante. You buy if you have GPS as a mod. You just need to make sure you activate it when you buy the tractor in the store. So jump in and select it that way, and then you can have it on any tractor you like. 2 Prawners bought FS19 today. Excellent. You love the FS games. Good to hear it, mate. Yeah, they are... we were talking about it on the last stream, actually, how chilled out it is. You never well, I'll caveat this. You never get too annoyed or frustrated or stressed out playing FarmSim. And then I remembered when Courseplay goes wrong or you hire a worker. But in principle, it's not like Fortnite or COD where you have rage quits and start throwing stuff at people. Brett, I love the farm stick is fantastic. It is a really, really good investment if you're kind of building up your FarmSim. It's a good, cost-effective way of building up more. It's a lot easier to use than keyboard and mouse or controller. Tell that to the 2 controllers you broke. Yeah, you kind of break most things though, DJ. Chris Newell, been watching since Bull's Gap series, one of my favourites. What series you've enjoyed the most? The most satisfying in terms of seeing the results and the response. There's probably 2 actually in FS22. First one was Surviving Wyoming, which if you've not seen it, go check it out. That was my attempt at making basically a 1980s style TV show, a cross between Dukes of Hazzard, The Fall Guy, the A-Team, you name it. I was kind of pulling all of those kind of cues through it. Bit of an action thriller kind of thing. It was hilarious, and it just got more and more bizarre and wacky as I went, as I basically made it up every week. So I loved Surviving Wyoming. Also, the Contractor series has been like a total revelation in 2022 for me. I just threw that together on Court Farmers when it came out as a little bit of a... I've never played just doing contracts, and obviously it's kind of spun out from there a little bit more, but the response to that was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, no, definitely they're the 2 that kind of stick with me, for sure. Hey, FarmSim, Deutschland's brilliant, isn't it? Loving it, my friend. Well, somebody said, I saw somebody in the chat early before we started saying it's too hard to navigate, it's too narrow and small. I don't think it is. I'm pretty comfortable with this one. Trust me, when you've spent the last 6 months on Court Farms, this is positively spacious. Positively spacious. So, there we go. Right. We'll batter on. LG Productions, you think FS17 was better? I think the Skybox in FS17, the Sky in FS17 is still the best of any FarmSim game. Hill and Grey, no picnic either. Exactly. Yadkinville, North Carolina. Titan Farms, nice to see you, buddy. How are you? Aurelian's in here as well. Lovely to see all of you in there. Can't agree with that either. You got the combine. See, there you go. It's super spacious if you've been on Court Farms. Excellent work, Corp. Excellent work. Yeah, Nightbot. Come on, get a grip. There you go, DJ. It's almost a neighbour, right? Surely he's almost a neighbour. Right, there we go. Let's... I can't leave little bits. My OCD doesn't let me. Let's just grab that little bit. Oh, I nearly finished this field already. It felt bigger when you looked at it. Zeroya, what are the best maps for FS22? Well, I just so happen to have a video with the top 10 maps for FS22, but to be honest, it's about personal preference. You can go with maps that are built as in good quality maps. I would say things like Court Farms, anything from Oxygen David, anything that Edomod does, the quality, the finish on them is absolutely exemplary. MA7 maps as well, so Castle No is really, really good, and Paligny are really, really good maps. But equally, you can get a lot of maps that are very, very playable that maybe just don't have that little bit of polish. But still wonderful maps to play, so it really depends what you want to play. You can play US maps, European maps, UK maps. That's what she said. Ba-doom-tsh. Klaus Schmidt, good evening from Bavaria, Germany. Now, Klaus, you must like this map because this is quite Bavarian feeling, isn't it? Some of the buildings and things like that. The potato map, Jan. I know it's sitting waiting for me. It's like, you know, when Top Gear did one of their expeditions, and there was always like the car. If their cars broke down, there was a car lurking in the background, just waiting for them. It kind of feels like the 100,000 subs potato map is that car just watching and waiting for its moment. The VW Beetle, yeah. Still waiting for the Antarctic. Well, I can't believe. Can we believe that the Mars map came out before the Antarctica map? What's that all about? Right, let's get this folded up. Yo. Chris Newell, have I even ever thought about creating my own map? Yes, and very quickly realised that it is quite time-consuming. So I have a half-built map sitting somewhere that I haven't done anything with for about a year now, and probably won't now for a good long while. I think basically what I'm going to do is retire from YouTube and switch to being a map maker. Maybe. Paul Devlin, nice to see you, mate. How are you? Zeroya, what's a large map with a good mix of forests and fields with a couple of towns, good for around 8 players? Ooh. I'll let the chat answer that one because there's quite a few alternatives there. Right, let's get the second field done, and then we'll jump into a bit of Windrowing after that. I might try and be bold as well and right, I was going to say run 2 pickup wagons, but maybe I won't. Try a bit of AutoDrive and Courseplay, do 2 pickup wagons. We'll see. Yukon Valley, nice. Hey, Titan's asking DJ for autographs. Nice, I like it. Sundus, am I a farmer? I'm not a farmer, no. But I did grow up on a farm, but I've not really been on a farm for 20 years. So I do go and see my folks still sometimes. And my dad's still heavily into farming, but no, I don't do anything with farming anymore. Sidar, what game is this? Is Farming Simulator 22, and if you've never tried it, it's a really good, relaxing game to play. Baseball, can you have a hayback, or a strawback, or a yes? Unfortunately, Sid, if you had come on... oh, no, in fact, can somebody just confirm still? Is this still... is it still free on Epic? I think it might still be free on Epic Games till Wednesday. Yes, Chris, I think you're right. I think it's still free till Wednesday. So, Sid, it is at the moment, if you've got Epic Game Store or you go and download Epic Game Store, you can get the entire full game for free. So, it's a perfect time to give it a try. 4 PM on Wednesday. There you go. Thank you, everyone. There you go. Definitely worth trying out. So basically, search Epic Games online, and they have a little bit of software download called the Epic Games Store, and you can purchase stuff from within it. You're welcome, Sid. Hope you enjoy it. Perfect timing to try it out. Lizowski, what kind of map is this? This is a German map. Do you primarily buy stuff on? How's your mum, DJ? She's never forgiven the Americans got taxis comment at Llama, right? Yeah, it's the race sim guy. That's right, if you're into sim racing too, I have a second channel. And it's only got a paltry 300 subs, so if you feel like supporting that, you're welcome. Mum's good. Glad to hear it. We love Mrs. Goham. Any word from Giants on timeline for the next release? Nothing at all, K9. They are playing their cards very close to their chest at the moment, so we are unfortunately in the same boat as all of you lot. People think we get information and news, we're a party to their decisions, but we definitely don't get anything. Usually, like, if there's a DLC coming out or something like that, we tend to get the heads up that we'll get a little bit of a preview maybe a week or so before, so obviously slightly different with any new game release, but certainly nothing from us yet. So I think they know that not through lack of trying. Exactly, DJ. That was basically what I was going to say. They know the moment they tell us, we're basically unable to contain our excitement, so we'll just tell you lot. So they're like, yeah, so we can't really tell them anything. Hey, Mrs. Prof, nice to see you. Gamer 8600 or 8600. How are you, man? Nice to see you. Pyrios, how much would a setup like this? I mean, if you went out and bought it in one go, I guess it'd be pretty expensive, but I've kind of just added to it bit by bit over the years. I mean, the PC's not a rocket. It's not like in terms of a supercomputer. It's only got well, I say only. It's still a good card. It's got an RTX 3070 in it, and then it's got 32 gig of RAM. It's got a Ryzen 7 processor in it. We've got a 32-inch curved monitor in front of me, and then I've got a little 24-inch vertical there, which is very handy for seeing streams, especially if you're a content creator. You can have your videos running, or certainly stream. So I've got my chat for my streams up there, and then I've got another monitor that sits above the 32-inch, which has got my recording stuff on it. Yes, I do then capture to a second PC, which is a little bit more. Yes, DJ, it's a 3070 in the gaming PC, and the 4090 in the capture, render, editing PC. So, Cooling Coops got, I'm guessing, FS22 on Steam. Thomas, check the pin post. I think you should be able to read it there in the chat. What has the best pre-built farm? It depends what you want your pre-built farm to do. If you want the best German pre-built farm that includes a BGA and a 250 cow shed, this does. But if you want a huge arable setup on the wilds of Saskatchewan, maybe you look at something like Evergreen. Would you rather always drive for each and every work, or always hand it to AI in the game? A bit of both. Anchorite. It depends on the job. It depends how well the AI behaves. Certain jobs I think work better than others. So, for example, I'm probably going to put the windrower on AI next, and we will run a pickup trailer. Oh look, I love you too, Catherine Foy. Thank you for such a nice, that's a nice thing to say. It's not enough, there's not enough niceness in the world. I'm bringing it back. Would you rather only stream vertical or horizontal? Purely from a numbers perspective, I would stream vertical all the time. Purely from, I think, an experience perspective, I think the horizontal is a better experience because you get to see more of the game. You don't have to crop it and things like that. Quote of the day. Ooh. What's the quote of the day? Are you going to give me one ad, or are you looking for one? I can do both. You're looking for one, right? I'm going to see how many of you recognise this this quote. Make sure you vote. Hit the like button. There you go. No, that's not a quote for the day. Like and subscribe. Farmer Cop 2022, 2023, 2024. The Quick Learner. I just subbed to you because you seem nice. Keep up the positivity. Thank you very much indeed. I try to be a positive person. I do. Makes life a lot easier if you basically start off happy at the start of every day. Can't say you get to the end of every day happy, but you do your best, right? You do your best. Quote of the day. I'm going to. How about Mr. Caleb Cooper's quote that he uses quite regularly? Shall we use that one? It's appropriate and it's relevant because we're farming. His favourite is dreams don't work unless you do. There you go. It's quite a good one. Right, there we go. Both fields finished. Am I a cotton man or a carrot man? A big fat no for both, I think. It's safe to say. Pyrios, thank you very much. I'm glad you stopped and checked it out. That's awesome. Thomas712, this is a mod from LSFM Modding, who do some very cool tractors. So well worth checking out if you... The boys, this is FS22, which, believe it or not, is 3 years old. But I always think you kind of see the best of the game in the third year. It's really sad that you get to the end of the cycle of the game. Not that we are, but I mean, making assumptions that we're kind of moving in that direction. that all the best mods come out in the final year. Not to say that there aren't good mods before that, but it just feels like the game's just getting really established and embedded in and all of that, and then we stop and start again. So, oh, sorry, a little bit close to the road. Nervous driver, get out of the way, come on. Got places to be. Ham and Eggs, shout out, my friend, for the 5 gifted memberships in the horizontal stream. You're a legend, buddy. I really appreciate that. DLC's been met, but mods are killing it. Yes, agreed, DJ. LG Productions' favourite tractor brand. I am a lover of all things tractor. So I don't really have a favourite. If you really lent on me, I would say probably John Deere or Fendt, but I love Case. It's really hard to choose. It's a mood-based thing with me, I think. Sometimes I feel like I'm driving a John Deere, sometimes I feel like driving a Case. I'm not... I'm definitely not of the... I think it seems to be America. We don't seem to have the animosity in the UK, but in the US you're either red or you're green, and there's no discussions, right? And you can't have one or the other, or both. You've got to pick a side. It's like a football team. But we don't seem to have that in the UK and Europe as much, I don't think. I could be wrong, but certainly not something I've kind of ever felt was an issue in the UK. Right, let's grab the Windrower. But I have to say, the Fendt sounds amazing. FarmSim, take care, mate. Mrs. Professor, FS22 loves class tractors. You know better than that, Mrs. Prof. Ethan has just visited the UK for the first time. What do you think of it, Ethan? I'd love to know. There we go. I found this map is definitely easier on the roads to drive in cab, for sure. Because they are quite narrow. Not really narrow. There we go. Thomas, when am I next streaming? It's going to be different. I was toying with the idea of doing it tomorrow night. I'm away this weekend, so I've got a couple of vids lined up, and Args and I have got a live stream planned for Sunday night, but slightly different. Yeah, we've got so maybe tomorrow. We'll see. If enough of you hit the like and sub button, I'll come back tomorrow. How about that? The only reason you're going to FarmCon is if DJs like that in real. I can confirm, Turbo, DJ is exactly the same. John Deere v Case IH is like England versus Scotland. Pin post, guys, if you want to know what the map is, and if you scroll up, we've put it in the Nightbot's spamming the name of the map all the time. So, right, we're going to pop this on a little Windrower course, I think, shall we? And then we will go and get a pickup wagon. Catherine, you can't just keep saying it. It just doesn't mean as much then. Right, here we go. No course, so let's have a go with this, shall we? Okay, it's picked up the field. That's good. Let's do 2 headlands. We'll start in the centre. See how we go with that. Hitting the generate button is more sensible than not. Okay, that looks good. Nearest first waypoint. Off you go. I'm going to jump out and just hope that when I come back he's doing the right thing. Yes, let's jump back to... Oh, it started already. Look at that. Brilliant. What we got here? 930 Vario. Let's take this, shall we? Or is that... There's a... No, there's a John Deere with one of these already hooked up. What do you think of Clarkson farming skill? The passion is there. I would suggest the skill maybe isn't. A little bit impatient. He's done a wonderful job. I think Clarkson Farms has single-handedly done the best job about putting farming in the UK in the spotlight than anything has in the last 20 years. So, fair play to him for that, for sure. Yes, thank you, Mrs. Prof. Yeah, no, go and check out my Courseplay tutorials if you want. Anchorite, there's... I've tried to make them as kind of user-friendly and as beginner-friendly as possible, so... check them out and let me know. Let me know what you think. Xavierano, hi, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. Dat Paolo, just installed FS22 because it's free on Epic Games. Started a game on easy difficulty. What tips do you have for a new player? My advice would be just go discover it. Leave the tutorial up. That's quite handy for giving you a few tips. Go and watch a few YouTubers. Get an idea for what you want. Don't dive in and download every mod you can see to start with as well. Just get your head around the concept of the game. There's some really good kind of helpful. The farmer's handbook or whatever it's called. There's a really good PDF that I found on Reddit, I think. I'm sure a few people have shared it around over the last little while, which kind of tells you all the steps that you need to do to plant crops and harvest crops and the order you're supposed to do them and things like that. So definitely worth checking that out for sure. Dawson Gordon, nice to see you. How are you? And Christian, how are you? Nice to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. Byzantium guy, thank you very much. Take care. Have a good evening. Right. How long am I waiting here before this guy... Yes, the Farm Academy, the Academy is a good one as well, absolutely. That's a good call. Right, it's done enough for us to start here, I think, so... Let's jump out and fire up the pickup wagon. Go, let's get things filled up. What's my favourite map? Elk Mountain by Elk Mountain Modding. Well, he's not called Elk Mountain Modding anymore, is he? But that's a brilliant map. Ric Flair, I am indeed sponsored by Thrustmaster, so if you're looking for Thrustmaster goodies, head straight to the thrustmaster.com site and use my code THEFARMSIMGUY while you're there. Heather, bruh, just buy a small farm at this point. Yeah, it's not as easy as that. I can confirm. Thank you. Hamish is working that Nightbot overtime tonight. Yes, that's right. this bracket that's sitting in front of the wheel here rotates. So this is a standard Thrustmaster race wheel, which sits about that angle usually. But with this bracket, you can rotate it, so it's a little bit more shallow and feels a little bit more like a tractor wheel. It's a good bit of kit. Why am I not baling like I did in the last live stream? Because this is going to go into a silage clamp to make some money from the BGA. So we're going to do it slightly differently. If we get to some harvesting later, we'll be doing some baling then after that. So with the Wilderness Studio, thank you FarmSim Bob. I was watching him last night. I just couldn't remember the name. Could my grandpa get this game if you use the wheel, etc., or is it complicated AF for old dudes? Cue that old dude comments. If he's into gaming and he, I don't think it's not difficult to learn. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. The wheel, I think, is about $249 the stick, 99 US dollars, 79 euros. So there or thereabouts. You can pick them up direct from thrustmaster.com. He's not a gamer. Okay, well, everybody starts somewhere, right? It's of all the games I've played, it's not massively difficult to pick up. But with anything, right? If he's not interested in farming, you might struggle. Yeah, I think the biggest challenge is remembering keybinds on a keyboard. So I think tools like this, and if you can just see it here, the sim dashboards where you've got like a really defined, clear visual of what you want to do, it definitely helps from that perspective. Steve Austin, yeah, there's a lot of old guys that play, a lot of people, because it's a relaxing game, right? It's an enjoyable, chilled game to watch, so and play, so for sure. Everybody knows Daggerwin, Cool Coop. Everybody knows Daggerwin. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. Oh, look, we're in that zone again. Remember the struggles from last week? This is a steep hill. I think I might swap tractors when I go back. Well, no, we're at 9 miles an hour. We're all right. I do have an 8R though. We could swap to that. Joseph, thank you for the sub, my friend. That is massively appreciated. There we go. Should use a stick actually. Wow, Pi, that sounds pretty serious, man. What is the base of this map? Is it silage? No, it's a bit of everything. It's pretty flexible. Right, let's start tipping. We'll come back and start leveling in a bit as well. Steering in trailers makes them so twitchy. Go. Yeah, how you doing? Nice to see you. Joseph, is this FS22? It certainly is. Christian, unfortunately, it is a single player game, not a multiplayer game. Ooh, I'm getting stuck. Oof, there we go. Managed to dodge that one. Joseph, you should be able to see it in the pinned post. I always chuckle at this. It's empty, yet it's still tipping till you get to the edge of the bunker. I would always go for the T7 revved up. Courseplay on leveler? No, it for some reason isn't really working for me at the moment, Wolfman. I did a little test before the stream and it just wouldn't play ball, which was a bit annoying, so... There we go. You're welcome, Enigma. They are superb mods, aren't they? Absolutely superb, so... No, I'm almost playing with them constantly at the moment. They're that good. So, no, you're welcome. Happy to, David Glurfos. Hi, I love to farm in real life and play farming games. Honestly, there are so many farmers that play Farming Simulator. It's kind of nuts. But that's a testament to, I guess, the fact that the game kind of gets it right, doesn't it? So, do you use Money Hack? Sometimes. It depends what I'm doing. Sometimes I'll have myself a challenge where I have no money and try and make money. Other times I'll want all the best equipment and you just want to enjoy yourself. So it all depends on what I feel like doing. Right. For some reason I've lost my keybind. But we'll ignore that. And we'll go back to this. There we go. Albin, unfortunately, it's a single-player game, my friend, so sadly, you can't join in on this one. AutoDrive on the trailers. I could do AutoDrive on the trailers, actually. How do you get a dashboard like that? I want to set one up, but don't know where to start. So, best thing to do is go to the Sim Dashboard website. So just Google Sim Dashboard. There is a brilliant tutorial on how to set them up there. And then you can go and select, if you want to buy the Pro version, which I strongly recommend you do. It's like tiny amounts of money, the equivalent of a cup of coffee from Starbucks. So, and it's just a one-off payment. It's not like a monthly subscription or anything like that. And then it gives you access to all community-made dashboards, and I've made quite a few now. Probably about 20, I think. So you can download the one that suits your game style and take it from there. There's another one, Simon Hall. Love doing this in real life and the game, yeah. Here's a pretty map, Paul J, you are right. Anchorite, thanks for dropping in. Good luck with the studying. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. Caleb does play. Caleb indeed does play, as do all his crew, because he's obviously got a contract with the firm. And while we were at Lama, he was walking around Lama with his guys, so I ended up chatting to the contractors, because I think DJ was chatting to Caleb at the time. And he was saying, yeah, in the winter we all play. When there's a lack of work on, or it's quiet, they all get together and play, which is awesome. Am I planning a community multiplayer live stream anytime soon? I am. I was just thinking about it the other day, actually, in terms of what could we do next for the contract series. So, yeah, stay tuned. Hab, I have been watching Clarkson's Farms. It's fantastic. I love it. Katarukan, is that right? Am I saying that right? Good to have you here. Oxy was the slowest stacker. Don't tell him that. He holds himself in high regard as a good bale stacker. Certainly in FarmSim, and he is. He's very good. How many hours on this game? Oh, probably... Oh, this actual game save, it's brand new tonight, Joseph. How many hours on FarmSim since it came out? I would hate to think. Is still waiting for the ladies only stream with me in a wig. I need a wig, full stop. Amy. Katara Chan. Is that right? Did I say that right? How do you get the map on a separate monitor on the left? So I don't have the map here. Or you mean on the screen? This is specifically these mods from LSFM modding. So you need to download these specific mods. But if you Google LSFM modding, you'll find their website and download them from there. Michael Glenn, just found your channel on my first ever playthrough of any FarmSim game. Thank you very much. Keep up the good work, mate. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Total noob. Ah, yeah. Mitchell, you will get sucked into it, and you will, yeah, never stop playing. It is quite addictive once you get into it. You already are. Bad decisions playing right now. So many people do that because it's the kind of game that allows you to kind of have something running on a second, and you're not having to really concentrate and focus the whole time. You do have that kind of flexibility to watch. So I know loads of people that just kind of watch other FarmSim stuff, or not even. I watched the Formula 1. I watched the Indy 500 while I was gaming on Sunday night. It was great. My farm is ugly and not productive enough. Okay. Katara-chan, this is the Thrustmaster T248. Really nice wheel from Thrustmaster. But any wheel works. And equally, you don't need a wheel. I mean, I would always say that to people who just started out in the game. Just play it. You can play it with mouse and keyboard. I played for a year with mouse and keyboard before I bought any kind of additional things. So you don't need it. It makes it a little bit more immersive and a little bit more fun, but you don't need them to play and enjoy the game for sure. PS controls are good. I think PS controls a step up from keyboard and mouse, and then if you really want to go all in, steering wheel and pedals is really good fun. But equally, I get that not everybody has the funds to be able to get a wheel or the space. A lot of people don't have space as well. Especially if you're playing on console, there's no... So yeah, if you're playing on PC... and you've got the space, a wheel and pedals is definitely... And again, people who use the PC for other stuff, not just FarmSim, if you like, I don't know, work from home or something and you use your PC there, the last thing you want is a massive wheel sitting on the front of your desk all the time, so... Joseph Jasmine Dubillet, can you buy a gaming setup like yours for me, please? I'm poor. If I had to do it for you, Joseph, I'd have to do it for everybody, and then I would be very poor as well. So, Yeah, no, a wheel is not mandatory in any way, shape or form. Unfortunately, I just play so much. And luckily enough to be supported by Thrustmaster now that I get the gear provided to me, which is great. I'm going to say a shout out to Blake because he asked nicely. Nice to see you. Let's get lined up and let's go again. Try and drive from in cab here. Drop our header down. Did that pick up? I hope so. Soon find out. Looks like it's going well. Right. Shouldn't take long to finish this field. Steering with the keyboard is sluggish, and the worst thing with the keyboard and mouse is trying to do any front loader or anything like that. That's when it gets a real challenge. So trying to stack bales is, yeah, hard work. There we go. Yep, Courseplay's done. The pickup wagon, I'll move him across to the other field, actually. FSL people use keyboard and mouse. Yeah, that's one of the prerequisites, isn't it? They can't use steering wheels, pedals, controllers or anything like that. They have to use keyboard and mouse. It's one of the rules. Are you waiting for a discount, Pro Farmer? Are you waiting for a 5% off? I'll see what I can do. So here's the thing. I'll show you this just because it's sitting here in front of me. The other option you've got, let me show it here actually. Thrustmaster, like I'm just like a Thrustmaster sales pitch tonight. Thrustmaster do a really good. This is their Forza eSwap controller, but look at this. You can lift this out, so you could have two joypads or a D-pad or something here. But you can get this, and I know there's a few of the guys in the chat have already bought these. But look, you've got this little dial which turns the wheel in the cab. So that's a really nice alternative to a wheel if you're... it's a really nice alternative to a wheel if you haven't got the space for a wheel or don't want the space for a wheel, and it's pretty good for... it's pretty good for like other game, any driving games. Sold my soul to Thrustmaster. I did. You want to see the tattoo I've got on my back, Yos? Big shout out for Blake for the sub as well. Thank you, my friend. Oh, look, we're full again. That is a bulk load of grass, isn't it? Right, before we go back, we're going to pop this windrow in the other field, I think. Let's just run up to the top here and we'll pop this over the road and he should just be able to crack on. There we go. That is the one. That is the Sim dashboard website, yes. Now, can I get... is there another road here? Is there another way out here? I think there is. Crygen, the wheel is the Thrustmaster T4248 wheel, and that is the farm stick control joystick. You can pick them both up from thrustmaster.com direct, and the joystick is 99 euros or pounds. Sorry, $99, and I think it's 79 or 89 euros. And the wheels are around about 250 euros, I think. There you go, there's a link there, and the Nightbot link above you there. The map is Deutschland by Edomod. Link is in the pinned post. let's unfold things here. Have you ever had to flip a tractor with a load? Yes. Yes, many the time. Many's the time. Right, let's kill the old course. Silage. And we'll go... Oh, we've got a save here. Elite Farming. How you doing, buddy? Elite, I got your message, by the way. I do need... I'll respond to you. I hear you. And yes is the short answer. Right. Generate. Where are we here? There we go. That looks pretty good. It's going to start all like literally as far away from where I am as where I am, if that makes any sense. So if I hit that, now I'm going to keep this course because I'm going to fire up the second pickup wagon. Am I? Yeah, I am. Right, so we're going to try something here. We're going to do a little bit of AutoDrive. At least you're managing to get your grass off the land, Elite. It's been so wet in Scotland. It's like monsoon season. The ground is like flooded everywhere. Right, I'm going to start my AutoDrive course here, I think. Nice and straight, and then we're going to take things from there. Right, let me just move this to the middle so you folks on vertical can see it. Let's do this, let's do this. Let's set up some of the things that... So, no, path, no. I think that's all we need for now. Bananas is back. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Let's hit the record button. Let's go into cab to make it... Oh god, that's horrible, isn't it? I'm going to drive a little bit slower so I can keep things neat and tidy. So that we get a neat course, because the last thing you want is a course that goes all over the place. It'll just cause you pain later on. This is actually one of my favourite things to do with AutoDrive, is set up a forage wagon course with Courseplay tied into it. So what we'll do is we'll use the Windrower course as the pickup course. So it'll auto-drive to the field, and then it'll automatically switch to Courseplay and start picking up the grass. But we've got to make sure we do a nice reverse into the bunker as well. So I'm driving cautiously on purpose here, because I don't want to mess it up. So that's why we're driving a bit slower. There we go. Silence equals concentration. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm trying to remember what I need to do once I get here. We'll turn in. Of course, we need to do that. We're actually on the field here. So we'll come out of the cab just now. So we'll use that as our... What field number is this? Field 47, is that? I think it is, it's hidden there. Field 47. So let's call this Field 47. Nice and simple. Loop round. Head back to the yard. Not overlapping. Again, drive nice and carefully back to the yard. Farmer Ed always panics when I do auto drive because I kind of rush it. But actually, I'm trying to do it properly here, Ed. You'd be proud of me. I'm not just trying to rush it. But got a long way to go to still a load of mistakes we can make here. So also think we might turn traffic off. Auto drive and traffic just don't tend to play very well. So I think we might just for a safety's sake turn it off. But keeping it inside the lines at the moment, we'll turn our cornering speed down as well, and probably our top speed, because coming down that hill there, that could be quite harebrained, although we'll see. We'll see how we go. Oh man, it's struggling with an empty trailer. I think we might need to switch tractors. We'll see. Kind of hoping somebody's building an auto drive course for this map at some point. Hint, hint, Ed. He's not hiding behind the sofa tonight. Come on. Come on. Go to bed, FSG. There we go. Made it right now. Let's jump out of here. Apologies if I'm not paying attention to the comments just now. I'm trying to concentrate. I am a man. Multitasking is not something we do. And anybody says that they are, and they can, is a liar. Right, here we go. So we're going to roll this back now. We've got to be really careful here because these trailers are a pain and I don't want a wonky line going back into the bunker. So let's just do something like this, and we're going to use the buck rake to tip things. So there we go. Let's go a little bit further. And now we're going to drive forward. I'm going to come back and set that waypoint actually after I've gone out. Look, I'm even going to make a point of going round here rather than trying to do a hard turn and cross over there. I'm going to avoid crossing at any point. And this may come in handy later on as another course, so having the two work together is not a bad idea. We go. So we just join that one up to that one, turn record off, and now I've just got to set this tip point. So video fin, basically I'm setting up an automated course here. Right, so let's call this point here, this will be bunker tip, without a bracket at the end of it. There we go. Now we're going to send him to field 47. We need to go and get the course for it. Of course he's going to do a lap first, but we'll keep an eye on this. We'll watch it as it goes. It is Steve Posado. This is a Crone pickup wagon, so it's got the grip on the front there. Oh look, it's going to test its reverse here. That's good. That is good. I am making silage. Wouter, come on. Like, when I put my mind to it, I can actually do it properly. Emily, so what is that? A fixed path for AI to follow? That's correct, Emily. So now we're going to combine this with the windrower course on the field. Now, see, this is the problem. I need to kind of just curb the enthusiasm there of the tractor on the corners. So maybe 75% is usually pretty good. Because especially on a downhill like this, you don't want it to run away from it. Thank you, Christian. It is good fun having all of this, for sure. Definitely. Thomas McLachlan, how do you know when Loma map will be out and how we will get it? All the information is on the Loma map tour, and the answer is no, I don't know when it'll come out, because mappers don't tend to give out release dates. It'll be ready when it's ready. Emily, that is a mod called AutoDrive. Yes, base game AI is as bad as it ever has been. Christian Fats, nice one, mate. Thank you very much. Take care, needs more drums. Nice to see you, mate. Good luck with the wheel build. Need more drums in the middle of building zone sim rig at the moment, so all good fun. So now he's going to roll into here, celle-là. Zachary, unfortunately, this is only a PlayStation mod, a PC mod even. Right, where is my windrower tractor? Because I want the course out of this. So what I'm going to do, usually you can just copy it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this course. So let's create a folder, field 47, and then save course. Windrower. I mean, I could just have, there's a copy button here. In fact, I can still use that now. When we go over to here, we jump into here, we paste it. I don't know why it did that. Did it work? Windrower. We're going to go first waypoint. We don't need to turn that on, but we do need to do this. And we'll just trigger this again to start. Now watch this. This should now reach this trigger point and go straight to the field. I'm not touching anything. Look, Mum, no hands. Oh, it's going to loop round first. Of course it is. So it's going to go all the way home first and then come all the way back. In fact, I'm going to stop it there because I've just realised I didn't set it on the right course. So we'll loop it round. I did say I was going to turn traffic off, but I might just leave it and see what happens. But fully expecting we'll end up with some crashes. So what we're doing is we are doing field 47 load. We're going to unload at bunker tip. We're picking up grass. We've got courseplay on. We do this. I think that's the right one. Is it Saran's birthday? Yay! Happy birthday, Saran. All the best people are born in May. Just saying. There's a guy who had his birthday last week. Thank you, Emily. Well, I appreciate the sub. So it'll sit here. It should kick in. There we go. It's kicked into courseplay. So it's gone from AutoDrive to courseplay, I hope. Yes, it has. Now it's going to head all the way down to courseplay. Artemaster, your birthday on Friday. Happy birthday, mate. There you go. So it's going to loop round. So look, I'm doing nothing here. This is all automated now. it's going to start picking up this grass. So power up the trailer, drop the header down, and there you go. Courseplay and AutoDrive working together. Oh, Lee, how much fun are you going to have with that? Why is it stopped there? Why is it not picking up? Yeah, it's working it out. I should have had another headland for this actually, because this trailer is quite it's quite hard to turn. So look at it struggling a bit on the turns. Definitely, so that's a Courseplay setup thing. Give yourself more headlands than you think you need. So look, it's having to reverse and sort it. But that's okay, I can live with that. It's going to be a bit slower. Now, here's the challenge. Will the Fendt crash into him? Or will he stop? Will he recognise him? Or is he going to get out of the way in time? He got out of the way in time. Fair enough. So there is 2 headlands. I should have done 3. Whatever you think you need, make sure you do another one. That's always my tip with Courseplay. This could be fun as well. The 2 are running in tandem. I can get rid of this now. Oh look, he's doing the right thing and letting him... just waiting. Ah, trees as well. Trees could be fun around the edge of this map. Yeah, that might throw a spanner in the works as well. We shall see. Ah, of course, of course. I'll just let him do his thing, and then we'll fire back in. Nearest waypoint. There we go. It was all automated. I know, teething problems. That's all. Raymond, you have a standard stream. If you want to watch that, you don't have to watch it on the vertical. The vertical is designed for phones. Trying to cover all the bases. Right. So there we go. I'm going to leave both of these for a little while now. I'm going to go back to my other tractor, wherever I left it. There it is. And we'll unload this and we'll lead those going. Here we go, it's doing its thing there. Definitely an extra headland would have helped, for sure. Video fin, I'm using a 7R John Deere at the moment. Bad decisions. Do you recommend doing contracts? I did see this. Yes, contracts are good. Potato ones take ages. Baling ones are quite lucrative. So just whatever you feel like. Try a bit of everything. It's a good way to learn how to do all the different stuff, to be honest. Artemis, you were on the vertical. I don't know why it doesn't... I don't know why it doesn't notify you of both, which is weird. Milo, I am playing Farming Simulator 22. There's also a full AutoDrive course on the Edomod Discord. Thank you, FarmSim Bob. I had not checked that out. That's good to know. Ah, nice one, Raymond. Welcome aboard. Is that Thrustmaster good? Yes, I love it. I think it's really helped with the gameplay. Good fun, good entertainment. Alexi, hi, nice to see you. What was the new update about Zachary? I don't know, I think it might have just been bug fixes, to be honest. Oh, we're bouncing a bit. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I wonder if that fence is going to get up the hill, actually. AI Worker G has stopped working unexpectedly. Tank is full. Ah, it's basically, it's reached the... Basically, it's filled the trailer. Now, I should think that'll trigger it to come back on the AutoDrive course. So we better get this tipped and get out of his way for when he arrives. Oh, it did. You just clicked on the wrong one. I got you, Artemis. Thomas McLachlan, what's this vertical stream you are on about then? Oh, I had a pinned post and then that stream died. So I basically run it in YouTube Shorts format, so people can pick it up in Shorts format rather than in horizontal if they want to, depending on if they're watching on a phone and they want to watch it in a different way. People seem to like it. It seems to be quite popular. In fact, I would say we're running more viewers on the vertical stream at the moment than we are on the live. So hello everyone on vertical. AI worker D has completed their task. Okay, that is the windrower, I think. It did say they only had a couple of minutes left. Middle class Maggie, I found you because of Shorts form. So yeah, I think there's a good example of why it works. Oh, Hamish's fingers are going to be sore after this one from spamming Nightbot commands. I have, Christian. I have indeed. And I did have a little pin post set up. And I managed to break the streams at the start, so that little link is... There we go. Right, there we go. Let's get this out of the way. I'm kind of hoping we'll see the other tractor soon. We should check the map and see if it's moving. Hopefully it is. Or it's just ground to a halt. Okay. I can't see it at all. There's the windrower. Am I missing a tractor somewhere? Oh, here he is! No, it's working! Shouldn't sound so surprised. Of course it's working. I know what I'm doing. Walk Chup, what is my favourite sport? Oh. I do like motorsport, I've got to say. Anything with wheels is good. Cycling. I used to be a bit of a cyclist, so I like watching cycling. I love football as well. I'm a big Newcastle United fan. Middle class Maggie, you're about to see, if he makes it up the hill, a fully automated course. In fact, we'll run with this next time and see how he gets on. I think this tractor is going to struggle up this hill, but I can hear him, I think. Yeah, here he is. Here's our AI worker with a full trailer of grass. I do like myself an old Ford Papa Bear. But this guy's going to reverse now, hopefully. Should probably get the leveler in here in a minute. That's right, Jason. Yeah, I'm always going to be running two. If you've seen the vertical, I can guarantee you there'll be a horizontal running at the same time. I can't see a point at which I would drop the vertical stream as well, so... Gato-chan, thank you for all the good questions and good chat tonight. Take care, hopefully we'll see you again. So this is AutoDrive tipping this now, but when it goes back to the field, it'll switch over to Courseplay. And it will run from there. Zenil, shout out is sub from all my 3 accounts. I appreciate that, that's awesome. That is awesome. Jeff Parker, you need a steering wheel so much. Well, hopefully we're going to be running some Thrustmaster competitions soon on the channel, so stay tuned. There might be some might be some stuff we can dish out. Right, for now I am going to get the leveler in and just tidy this up a bit so that we're not so that we are not I used to be able to switch. Oh, we can still. There we go. My keybinds have gone a bit funny on my farm stick because I reset some stuff the other day. It kind of messed things up a bit, so I need to get that sorted. We're going to get this in a position where it's nice and tidy. So they can reverse in easily. Oh, is it Ed? Oh no! How did you spot that? I was too busy concentrating on the next thing. I thought I'd done a good job of parking that. Fine. It's typical, isn't it? There you go. Sorry! Slowing everything down. Right, let's lower that. Nope. Lower. And manually adjust that. There we go. Haven't had a properly finished silage clamp in a long time, so I'm going to look forward to this. Sam Jennings, nice to see you back. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. That tells us how much compaction we've got. A mere 7% at the moment. Get some of this a bit further back as well. Not sure how much this silo will hold actually, so that could be interesting. I'm not worried about it now, but there we go. Valley Spring live stream for 60k. We could do a Valley Spring live stream as well. That's it now, Ad. The algorithm's got you. It's going to feed you farm sim stuff all the time. There you go. That's neat enough for now. That's all we need to do. Let's lift the rollers as well. Let's get this back out of the way. We're going to make this clamp beautiful. The community is great. They are, Ad. I am a lucky person to have such a decent bunch of people that want to watch me. Like, we get the odd toxic idiot that comes along, but they very quickly get bored and move on because nobody tolerates bad behaviour here, which is awesome. Got this self-managing group of people, which is awesome. What's that, Haim? Last time we did, didn't we? The Attingham Park stream, we had some awesome silage clamps at the end of that. Let's get to 100k. That's the dream, Rob. That is the dream. And every one of you watching this and subbing and liking is helping me get there. So I wholeheartedly appreciate your support. So if you're loving this, make sure you hit the sub button and the notifications, so next time I want you can come back and say hi, and make sure you hit the like button as well. It just all goes towards helping the channel. I had a dream when I started this channel 4 years ago. Well, I didn't really have a dream. I'd never thought it was going to be possible. And then I got to about 5,000 viewers and I just said, wouldn't it be cool if I got 100,000 subscribers? And I found out that it was about 0.6% of all YouTubers. make it over 100,000 subscribers. So I thought, there's a little goal to aim for, and ever since then, we've just been getting on with it, having fun, and we're creeping slowly towards it. Mighty Joe, British accents are ASMR to me. I'm not sure this is, but... so we'll go and finish this field, we'll keep picking up from this field, and hopefully that automated run down here will keep picking up at the other field. We'll just check everything's alright down there. We'll need to move the windrower as well, because they'll get stuck behind that. But so far, it looks like, he says, as he can't see the pickup wagon, but there it is. Yeah, it's working in the field there. There's something really satisfying when you pull it off and it works. As most of you know, I have varying levels of success with Courseplay and AutoDrive on live streams, so I'm delighted, as is probably Farmer Ed, who is the king of AutoDrive, along with Yanar. Which is ironic, because I try and do tutorials for people. But let's just pop him, I think, for now. Let's just pop him in this end of this field. We'll move him home at another time. Jeff, you are very kind, my friend. 15.6k subs to go. Well, we picked up over 1,000 subs just last week, and a lot of that is coming from the vertical stream people, which is amazing, so thank you very much. It always works great for entertainment. Well, that's what we're here for, right? BJ Saab, first time I tried Courseplay was from you, still learning, but it's so nice to watch them at work. It is, isn't it? It's very satisfying when it all clicks. Learned my basics from you and then just expanded my knowledge from there. Yeah, it's slightly worrying that I think you maybe extracted the basics from me. Right, we'll pick up more here. We'll get this field finished while the other one's working on the other field. Jason Rowe, is way better for the eye. Yes, I would say the vertical's only really ideal for your if you're on your mobile phone. And Cranky's in here somewhere. Us old folk were like, well, you watch it like this, like just turn it like that. You don't need to watch it vertically. Just turn it and watch the horizontal. But then again, you know what? What do we know, Cranky? Don't come at us with your solutions. The AI workers seem to have improved this game. I still remember. So Rob, remember though, that's a mod. That isn't the in-game AI. The in-game AI is pretty bad. So Glenn, actually, the whole YouTube algorithm has changed recently, and shorts content gets prioritized over long form content now. So that's kind of the reason for it. It would be silly to ignore it. So that's what we're doing. And actually, proving a point, there's a load of people who never knew the channel existed who are finding out through shorts because of the way it's pushing them out. So from that perspective, it's a cool thing. We're getting more people to find the channel, which is the whole aim of the game, really, isn't it? So, Joey, is this live? It is very much live, Joey. Yes. Nice to have you here. Yeah, Rob, it's a mixture of Courseplay and AutoDrive running together. In fact, looks like it's heading back to the farm now. We'll jump in it and and we'll just run with the automated one, so you can see it in action now. I've set it up. I'll turn the AutoDrive markers on, so you can see what we've set up, and then we'll take it from there. Thanks, Woter. Well, hey, I'll take that, Woter. If you're giving me 2 views every stream, I'll take that. So thank you. SVA05. Do you ever play multiplayer play on public? Not on public servers, but we do have community servers which we play on. I mean, I could play on a public server. We found in the past, though, if we set up a public server, it just gets spammed and everything gets trashed. So we tend to password protect it and keep it within the community, and then you get a little bit more sensible with it. Not a chance. I strongly prefer horizontal. Understandable. Hey, each to their own, right? All I'm doing is offering it to everybody who wants it in the format they want it. How's watch time analytics for vertical in comparison? About the same, Bob. So on Saturday's stream that we did on here was about 400 hours watch time on the horizontal and about 450 hours watch time on the vertical. But the view, we had 40,000 views on the vertical and about 2,500–3,000 views on the horizontal. So people on the horizontals watch for longer than they do on the verticals. Right, let me just park this. I'm going to jump in the automated one so people can see what's happening there, and then we'll come back and tip this one after. So here we go. This is our automated guy. So if I turn on this, you can see we've created this course. So it runs down, so you have to plot all this out yourself. Well, that would be nice too, Jason. So there we go, we're running along here. This is all, it basically follows these dots. But this is the clever thing. We're using AutoDrive to get to the field, and then when you get back, when you get to the field, it'll switch over to Courseplay. So the way I see it, AutoDrive's brilliant for road networks and things like that, but actually Courseplay is better for in-field work. So we're slowing down now, so it recognises when there's a turn ahead. We've set it to slow down to 70% on the turns. So it turns into the field here. We've left the traffic on and it's been very good so far. Again, I think Edomod's done a great job of prepping this track so it's not kamikaze and wants to crash into everything. Wouter, yes I can. It's usually about 2 to 3 minutes. Whereas a live stream on horizontal can go up as much as half an hour, 40 minutes. So it's definitely a big difference. So there we go, we've come away from the AutoDrive course now. The AutoDrive course stops over there. So we've switched over to Courseplay now. And it's basically going to follow the course. So it remembers where it finished on Courseplay and clicks back in and runs like that. So there we go. It's right, that's right, Wouter. Yeah, totally. It's still coming out at 400 hours of view time, which is a lot. Just say it costs £4,000. What costs £4,000? All right. Yes, probably about 4 to 5 grand, all in. People seem obsessed with how much stuff costs on the vertical streams. How about that? Meatball, how you doing, buddy? It's been a while since I've seen you. How's things? Gorgeous, isn't it? It is very nice. Does it know how to tip further away when the silo? To an extent, Viking. It does seem to recognise when there's stuff in the way and will unload a little bit sooner. But sometimes you kind of just have to move the point a little bit forward as well. So there is a you can leave it to an extent, but at the end of the day, you have to manage it. Sometimes people get a little bit upset when people use automation. They're like, well, why bother playing the game if you're not going to play the game? But as far as I see it, it's like farm management. You've got workers who drive the tractors and do what they're told. See, this is where we would have needed another, I would say another 2 headlands in the field would have been ideal here. But yeah, I see it's farm management. You know, nobody runs a big farm on their own, right? Like, you're not going to run a 3,000 acre farm on your own and drive every tractor. You'd never get anything done. So, yeah, crop destruction is turned off. So farm management mode's a brilliant way of playing the game. Just like being a contractor is a brilliant way to play the game, or starting from scratch with no money. Nobody runs a small farm without help. You're right, Hamish. Yeah, I'm going to go and get that AutoDrive course as well. Kind of feel annoyed now that I've set one up, but Jeremy Clarkson has... Joe, I think Caleb has Clarkson as a terrible worker. I think it's the other way around. Vehicle control add-on's really good as well, Kenneth. Yeah, I've done a tutorial on that. That is a really easy, simple way to get into GPS for sure. Lee Harlow joined as a farm worker. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Daniel Boone Archery is back. I remember that name. Good to have you here. Appreciate it. Any suggestions for a good console map? Where do you want your console map to be, Leo? Do you want it to be in the US, or do you want it to be UK or Europe? Because that will determine the answer. Just seeing how the council it is a bureaucracy, and local politics in the UK is crazy. Crazy. Planting season in the Midwest, nice. Fairhead is a great map. Agree with that, Sam. So we've got some good Irish maps. Gabby, do I consider using reshade? No, I don't really. The impact on frames for me isn't worth the tweaking to the colorways. I think I've always been pretty happy with FS22. I thought it was a bit bright when it first came out, but actually all I did was knock the brightness down in game 10%, and I think that kind of brought it in line a bit better. So no, I'm happy with the way it's set up. The other option is GeForce Experience filters. You can use those as well. Griffin Indiana's a good one, yeah. What's my favourite vehicle ever? Either a Lamborghini Countach or a Ferrari F40. Growing up when they were released was like, wow. So there we go, we've switched back now from courseplay in the field, now we've got a full trailer, to having us back on the AutoDrive course. It's going to run us back to the farm, and it's going to tip. You think it's safe to turn off the AutoDrive nodes? Well, I'm going to show the people who've maybe not seen it before where to just the reversing bit of it. Group B rally cars, yes. Lancia Delta Integrale. Tony Pond. The Metro 6R4, or the original Audi Quattros. that Hannu Mikkola and Walter Roll used to drive. And then Walter Roll went to Lancia, didn't he? Amazing. They were fun times. Dangerous as hell, but really fun. What's my job in... Somebody asked me that before and I forgot to answer it. What's my job in real life? I used to be a graphic designer. So I basically used to design marketing material, edit videos, do animation, things like that. And then I've started my own business doing that now. But it's kind of a hand. Turns out being able to do all that stuff comes in handy for a YouTube channel. So that's really why I started the YouTube channel, because I got more senior and you stop doing design work and you end up doing meetings and having arguments with people about jobs that aren't going well and things like that. You become a business person. And I missed being creative, because that's why I got into the industry and that's what I used to love. But I just didn't do that anymore. So when COVID was on and we were all stuck at home, I started a YouTube channel just for fun, and it's still fun. And that's why I do it, because I get so much satisfaction out of it. Tristan Schistler, this is AutoDrive and Courseplay. The PC only mods, but they're brilliant for automating your farm. So look, here we've got a point where this is going to run up to this point just here. It's going to reverse in, it's going to tip, and then it's going to head away back to the field all on its own. John, that is the AutoDrive course. I'm basically, now we're reversing. We've seen the whole course. I was just showing that the course we've set up, so you can turn that off. So all we see now is a tractor running like this, tipping its crop and then heading back to the field. Now let's just see, because we've got a pile there, whether or not it's going to stop and tip. So it recognises the stuff already there and hopefully will tip. Yeah, see? Now it knows it's full, it rolls forward a little bit and unloads a bit more, and it will keep doing that. It's clever, honestly. Courseplay and AutoDrive devs, utter geniuses. I'll say that every day of the week. For once it's running like, for once you're right. What? This is how it's supposed to work. This is how I set them up for my tutorials. But then I have kind of, it's almost like stage fright. If I try and do it on a live stream, it tends to fall over. So casual beaver. So anybody who's not seen this before, I've got a load of tutorials on how to use AutoDrive and Courseplay on the channel. So hit the sub button so you can come back and find me. I'll give you a few tips on how to use them there. But they're extremely powerful and incredibly helpful tools. And let's kind of tidy this up, so the next few loads that come in, just make sure he's not got stuck behind the other tractor. I don't think he has. Gutter can hear him there heading off. And you can get to a point where you've got 2 or 3 tractors running on Courseplay and AutoDrive, and it starts to feel like a really busy farm. I'm a professional. I wouldn't go that far. There's a few people in here who disagree with that. It keeps lifting the... keeps on lifting the... Oh, I'm going to spill this over the back, aren't I? I'm going to lose a load. I've got in here. In fact, this will be a good test. 219,000 litres right now. Let's see if I lose some if I push this out of the back of the bunker. Yeah. Oh no. It disappears and then pops back in. Interesting. Got back in this up a bit now. This is going to be a money spinner later on. You watch. This time next year, Rodney, we'll be millionaires. Go as far back you can and jump it. I don't think I've got enough power or speed in the tractor to be able to do that. But I like your style. What do you think is the best money maker in the beginning? Make silage. Make and sell silage. Preferably corn silage, because the quantities that you can make mean it's a really cost-effective way of doing it. Ah, it's in the rake. You're right, Wouter. That's right. Yeah, it's bulking up in the rake, so it's not going out of the bunker, which is good. That's the positive there, isn't it? I suppose. Right, let's get our load tipped, and then we'll probably see another one coming back as well. Go. Smathsin Gaming, thank you very much. Pesgar Math. That's Gaelic for good evening. Is the farm joystick worth it? Yes, every penny, Yarno. It's a whole heap of fun, especially for loading and unloading things like bales, using a bucket or a telehandler or something like that, for sure. It's well worth it. Do you know the trick where you can get $12 million in-game? Using a multiplayer and then switching back to single player? That's one option. Or I could just go add the money. In fact, let's add £999,999,999. Good old easy dev. But of course, I earn all my money legit. Bought all these tractors and I've still got 945,000 in the bank. Of course. Oh, there we go. Adam from Brazil, welcome my friend. Nice to have you here. Derek Harris, how are you? Right, come on. Twitchy rear wheels on these trailers. So we're going to tuck this in at the wall here. And then that means the other guy will reverse in the middle and tip in the middle. Beskama. There you go. Shelby, this is the farm stick from Thrustmaster. You know, Artemis, not very well it doesn't. I've still never mastered it. Some it does work well in, some it doesn't. And this seems to be one that it doesn't want to work well in. I know it does it because I did the tutorial on it. Well, you sell the kids to buy technical gear. Dominic Lang, am I any good? You'll have to ask my wife. Right, let's go and finish off the other field and we'll just leave the other tractor going. And hopefully we'll get to a point where I'm going to keep streaming until we finish these two fields. I think that's a perfect way to finish. And then I think I'm kind of up for coming back tomorrow and doing the next thing. Do you have any issues finding work for your graphic design business with the rising popularity of AI? No, we have embraced, I would say, UEGU, hope I'm pronouncing that right. 3/4 of the work we're doing now is AI related. So we're doing a lot of imagery based AI, a lot of work on, so it's totally changed the work we do. But here's my line that I use when we're speaking to clients about it. Loads of clients are nervous about using AI because they're worried about the legalities of it and where the original contents come from. But here's, and a load of people are like, well, we don't need designers anymore because we'll just type what we want into AI. Have you ever seen somebody who doesn't have a creative mind decide what's good or whether the result they get out is good or bad, because they can't tell the difference because they're not creative. So my best analogy, which I use with clients, is just because you give somebody a camera doesn't make them a good photographer. You've still got to know depth of field, shutter speeds, lighting, scale, proportions, framing, all of that stuff. If you just give somebody a camera and they press the button on top, you get a crap photo, right? But if you give it to Annie Leibovitz, she'll give you an amazing portrait. So and I think the same principle is there with AI. AI, we are actually hiring people at the moment whose jobs are AI prompting. So actually, it's new jobs. It will create new jobs. People that don't keep up will get left behind. But the same happened 20 years ago when digital became a thing. So websites and all of that. A load of designers went, oh no, we design brochures that are printed. And a load of designers went, oh, that's interesting. We'll try and work out how to design for that. They're the guys that got jobs today, and the print guys either retired or had to be forced to go and learn a new way of doing stuff. So yeah, I think AI will be good for the creative industry if it's used properly, and that's the challenge, making sure people use it properly. There you go, I'm off on one. Exactly, and I tell you, my biggest bugbear is farming sim YouTubers that use AI thumbnails. What's the point? You're trying to get people to watch a video about a game, yet you're creating a thumbnail that looks nothing like the game. I bet you you don't get as many click-throughs on AI photos than you do if it was a good screenshot of the game. And the same thing, like a screenshot of a good screenshot from any game, not just FarmSim, will make people click on the content. A bad screenshot of your game will turn people off as well. It's the same principle as AI. It's all about levels of quality. There you go. But we're just using it in a really basic way. Like design, AI for design is not scary because it is what it is. But bad people will get a hold of AI and they will do bad things with it because humans are rubbish. Full stop. A few people have been asking about the tractors, the black wraps and things like that. lsfmmodding.com is where you can pick these up. Really beautiful mods. They're really, really nice. Everybody imagines it's Skynet from Terminator. It's a computer program programmed to react. Exactly. This is my point, Mark, and why it's good for design. AI isn't creative. AI is doing what it's being told to do by the person who types the command in. AI can't decide whether or not something's beautiful or not. That's still in the eye of the person that creates it. So Rins, yes, it is. We tried a different view tonight, so usually it's just focusing on the farm stick, but we're trying it. I actually need a, dare I say it, a third webcam. I think it's better to have a different view on the vertical stream. Let's see if I can nudge it around a little bit. Better on the vertical screen and then a close up on the horizontal. I think there are more blue names in the chat. Yeah, they're trusty mods. A lot of companies are trying to get rid of the designers, but will end up finding the AI replacement to be... Oh, 100%. There's our automated tractor going the other way. There's our AI tractor. He's going to be running the farm in 2 years. He won't need us anymore. Crazy HWP. I am using the Thrustmaster T248 wheel. Daniel Boone, take care. Thanks for dropping in again. I'm the 23rd best mod. I don't think you are the 23rd best mod anymore, Mark. I think you've gone up a lot. I know, right, Strody? That's the biggest hilarity at the moment. If you ask AI to generate a human hand, it'll have 7 fingers. So it's not quite ready for... So all of our AI stuff that we generate, it tends to be static stuff, like an iPad on a desk or a phone or something like that. It's easy to do inanimate objects, a lot easier than it is to do humans. Humans just look weird and freaky using AI at the moment. Although I think Midjourney's probably mastering it a lot quicker than most, but you can't use it commercially. So, yeah. It's going to be... Scott, you said it actually. It's like digital music. Remember Napster and Spotify... before Spotify. Napster and LimeWire. It's basically stolen music being passed around. And that, like, musicians were having a nightmare. Because there was no governance around it. You give it another few years, all the governance will start to arrive for AI. AI will get clever, and I will never live that down. I won't, will I? Yeah, I mean, it's genius. Some of the stuff is really, really clever. But, and it does kind of question how it's going to be managed going forward, but... Right, can I park on this side? I think he'll get past if I park on this side. We're going to level this off again before he comes back. He's definitely not getting past that. Right, let's get this leveled. One of the problems with Courseplay and AutoDrive is when it gets to the end of the field, if it's not a full trailer, you can get a little bit confused. Hunter, you're wondering if this game is on console? Not yet, but he is planning on bringing it out for console. Big A, nice to see you. Let's get this leveled before our friendly neighborhood AI comes back. Yeah, so you ever do a group of people using AI, nobody's looking at another person, they're just kind of randomly looking around. They can't do interaction and emotion, and so back to the point before. It can't AI can't recognize when it's wrong. All it can do is give you the information you've asked for. So it needs to be trained a lot more yet. Surely it can pick lotto numbers, you would hope. What do we need? We just phone Argsy. Argsy's in the future, but you just won't tell anybody the lottery numbers. Idaho AI sucks. That's how you miss out on the world, right? Wacy. Probably about £5,000 all in. If you set up a spreadsheet and costed it all up. I'm gonna have to find some more grass. I can't leave this half full. We're gonna have to go and do some more grass work at some point. We've got to fill this from brim to brim. Spilling over the sides here. I think when I reverse, yeah, we are. I think we are maybe spilling over a little bit. Gunner 81. This is Farming Simulator. Crazy HWP. I think you are in fact crazy. Content is the perfect speed for me. Thank you, Sam. Crazy HWP. This is Loma, Montana. There you go. Ethan Black. Please scroll up. Do I do multiplayer with fans? I don't have any fans. I have a community. I refuse to say that I have like fans. It sounds weird, but yes, I do. And losing. Yugu. I think they're losing. Is Farming Sim worth it? I'm biased because I've played it every day for the last 3 years, but yes. Last 3 years, last 4 years, 5 years. Do I have Minecraft? I don't, no. Your name is Kim and you're from North Korea. I don't believe you, Captain Cool, because the real Kim was in last week and his name was right for his YouTube channel. So I think he's the right guy. Let's get the last of the grass out of the field. Hey, Wayne Zilly, your hat arrived. Superb, mate. That's awesome. Mark A. Thornthwaite, and I respect you for that. Jeff Parker, welcome, Farm Manager. Thank you for joining, my friend. Now, if you link your YouTube channel to the Discord, you can get access to all the multiplayer servers. We've got to run about 5 multiplayer servers for the community. So jump on in, Jeff. Come play with some of the gang if you want to. Wacy, thank you very much. Glad to have you here. Thank you for hitting the sub button as well. That is awesome. Ethan Black, what setup is this? In what respect, Ethan? That's a broad question. Ground Point as well. Thank you very much, my friend, for joining. Now, how do you become a member? I'm not sure if memberships pop up on mobile. If you're looking on your phone, I'm not sure if it's available there. I am unsure. James Patrick Bonus. Nice to see you. Scott, all the best, mate. Everybody, if you were a loose end and want another relaxing, chilled out streamer, go and see Mr. Scott Free For All. He does some wonderful content. Lovely guy. Good supporter of the channel. And just a down-to-earth, lovely bloke. So go and give him a bit of support. Top guy. Connor Duke, nice to see you. How are you? Jana with the gifted 10 gifted subs. You're a legend, mate. Thank you. Artemas Big A, DJ Saab, Max, well, Matt. Antononich, Spencer, Emil, Robert, Owen, Aaron. Welcome to the gang, guys. Get yourself onto the Discord and onto the servers if you want to have a play around. Hunter, no worries, mate. Thanks for joining us. Sam Jennings, I like a bit of everything. It's mood-based, to be honest. Quite like a bit of forestry sometimes. I thought that the premium expansion with Silver on Forest was by far the best update to the game that they've ever done. Nice one, Shane. Viking Panda, some of them are. We've got 2 crossplay servers at the moment, I think. Valley Spring and... Ooh, Court Farm. No. Now I'm completely confused. I think it's Valley Spring at the moment. Wasey, I don't do it every day. Probably once or twice a week. Might be upping it to 3 times a week. But always on a Wednesday. We did one on Saturday last week. I'm away this week, so there won't be one on Saturday. But we will we'll try and fit them in and around work and stuff like that. Premium is yes, it's platinum. Platinum expansion was the forestry one, which was very, very good. Premium, not so much of a fan of. Don't do loads of root crops. Love potatoes, just for the record. Anybody that's wondering, love potatoes. Look, there's our automated tractor still getting on with his business. No interference from us at all, which is awesome. Crazy HWP, I'm so delighted that you've landed on the other stream and are asking the same question over and over. Oh dear. Thank you, Rick. Yeah, I'm pretty chuffed. This is a great, great map. James Patrick bonus. This is the Thrustmaster T248 steering wheel. FS time lapse. That's awesome. Great stuff, mate. Thank you, Cranky. Sorry, Crazy. We don't do crazy here. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that, my friend. Right, just haul ourselves up this hill here. Does the steering wheel come with pedals? Yes, it does. There you go, Nightbot. If you scroll up there, Nightbot has a link to the Thrustmaster site. Right, let's get this tipped. We are running over. We've run over by about half an hour from where I was expecting to finish, but I'm having too much fun, so we'll just keep going for a bit if everyone's happy with that. I did say I was going to get these fields finished, so we'll try and do that. Try and push this back. This is going to end up in tears. We'll probably end up getting the trailer stuck, but we'll give it a go. How do I find keeping up with both chats? I think if I just said it's £5,000 and this is the Deutschland map over and over, I'd probably catch most of the chat. Glenn, all the best, mate. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you again, buddy. I do need to sort. I need to get a better view of this wheel and stuff. Right, let's go and finish this field, and then we'll level this last little bit, and hopefully the AI guy is finished in the other field as well. Hello, Christopher Ross. How are you doing? It is 11:30 in the UK. No worries, Sam. Same for me, so I'll be heading off soon. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Oh, I am on the wrong side of the road because I'm reading the chat. HMS Hood, you look like that one celebrity. Jason Stowe. It's been a while. It has been a while. That is not the first time I've heard that, HMS Hood. And you should know, because it's not the first time you've dished out that as well. Talia Walker, what tractor am I in? I am in a John Deere 7R at the moment. And I'm not watching the road because I'm reading the chat. All the best, Mark. Enjoy France, mate. I'm sure you'll be chatting away on Discord and stuff, so I'll say hi at some point. Well, let's grab, hopefully, this is this the last of the field? No, this might not all go in still. It's a good crop. What map do I recommend, Isaiah? The one that you want to play, which sounds like a total cop-out, but it's no point in me recommending a sheep farming map if you want to drive big combines. Or it's not worth me recommending a big combining map if you want to look after cows. So, fix my Z zone. My dead zone is fine, Magnus. Thank you very much. Riggin, do I farm in real life? No, not anymore. I used to grew up on a farm, so kind of first 20 years of my life living on a farm. So yeah, I used to do like harvest and milk the cows and all of that stuff, which was great. But I then moved away. My dad retired, so no farming anymore. So I've just got to make do with the virtual stuff, which is cool too. Well, it's more than cool, it's awesome. Baseball for life. Can you get a shout out? You certainly can. Would I recommend getting a PC to play FarmSim on? How do I put this without... Yes, but I also understand that not everybody can afford a PC. So, if you can afford a PC... FS is a better experience on a PC than it is on a console. But that's not to say the experience on a console is bad. You just don't have the flexibility you have on a PC. That's the best way to put it. How about that? I think it's the fairest thing to say. Now that might change with the next version of the game, because they're dropping support for the older generation consoles, I believe. How do you not let FS get boring? Well, thanks to the modders that release new mods every single day. We get new maps, we get new vehicles, play multiplayer, switch out, do a bit of logging. I mean, yeah. There's so much variety in this game that it just gives you that kind of flexibility. There's a little bit of grass left up at the top there, but I think he's almost finished in that field too, which is awesome. Go. We have finished our field, which is what we said. Enigma, thank you, mate. All the best. We're just going to tip this last truckload here, this last trailer load, and probably let the AutoDrive guy finish his. We'll just level this last little thing, and then we'll we'll call it quits there. It's been a good stream this, I've enjoyed this. Luminary, take care. Thanks for dropping by. Is bale making worth it? Silage bales, yes. Straw and hay, no, I would say. You dairy cows in real life, James. Nice, very nice. Do I miss the in real life farming? I do, very much so, Rins. I got the opportunity to... My dad drives for the local contractor. My dad's 80 this year. But he drives for the local contractor still. So when I go home, we get to ride. I did a video actually last year of first cut silage with him, which was really good fun. Len, nice to see you. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate that. Support is very welcome. And Sharp Farmers in the house. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Come on. We can do this. A little 7R. You can absolutely build... I've got a £500 PC. All the parts sitting in an Amazon wish list at the moment. I'm tempted to buy them, build it, and give it away as a prize, because it will run Farming Simulator incredibly well. I'm gonna have to get out of the way as our AI guy is tipping in there. Look at him, just going about his business. No worries. Hopefully, yeah, there he goes, just nudging forward. Tractor Boy, do I like Fendt? I love Fendt, yes, very good tractors. Looking forward to going to FarmCon this summer in Mochtoberdorf, I think I said that right. The FarmCon 24, which is going to be at the Fendt Forum, so we're going to go to the Fendt factory, which is really exciting. Right, there he goes to get his last little load in. We'll tip this, we'll just give this a quick level. And then we'll head off, I think, for the evening. Oh, twitchy wheels. These double steer wheels are frustrating. Not frustrating, but just make things a little bit more challenging. There we go. Get that tipped. Am I English or German? I hope I'm English. Do I sound German? Might need to adjust it. No, I like a little bit of float in the middle, especially for tractors. If you have it super sensitive, you can't drive in a straight line through a field. So dead zones are sweet. 3%, perfect. You'll find the same on tractors in real life as well. They have a bit of float in the wheel, because it helps when you're in trying to do a straight line in a field. Rowan Van Dorn, can you buy my favourite tractor for you? I don't know what you mean. Tractors are free, aren't they? Right, let's park this up here. Hopefully the other guy can get past. We'll level this stuff off, and by then the AI guy should be back, and then we're done. Here we go. Let's get this pushed up to the back. Quite pleased with how this looks, if I'm being honest. I'm a simple man. Eunice, thank you very much, buddy. The class is Arion. Saying nothing. Saying nothing. You don't like RGB, but JMF, that makes your computer faster. Fact. Uegu, unfortunately at the moment, just because I'm so busy with work, I don't have a particularly set schedule. I stream every Wednesday when I can. Again, that might not happen next week because I'm in London with work, but so at the moment I think I'm going to be a little bit ad hoc. But if you hit the notification button, I tend to try and put my streams up 5 or 6 hours before I go live. So so people have a little bit of notice as to when it's going to go live. Sometimes even the night before if I'm organised. So that's probably the best way to do, is to hit the notifications button. There we go. Live stream vlog around YouTube like a proper YouTuber. Yeah, my trips to London are pretty boring. Right, this is looking pretty good now, I think. PC is the best way to play. It is, because you've got access to more mods and more interesting mods and better graphics. So visually, you can running it in 4K really sets it off as well. Fabi, greetings from Germany. You'll be loving this Deutschland map, I'm sure. That last little bit there, tidy that up. It is pushing out the side there, isn't it? Nearly 500,000 litres in here, which is cool. In fact, if that last AI load comes, that will be 500,000 litres. So this is probably a 1.5 million litre silo, maybe? Maybe 2. No, I think 1.5 max. Maybe 1.6. So I want to try and fill this, if we can. There we go. That looks pretty neat for now, though. I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll park this up. Like so. Raise that up. Turn the engine off. I think the tractor is coming back. Susanna, very kind of you. I will do that. I did turn this off. Right, I think that's probably a good point to call it quits for the stream. So, thank you everybody. I've really enjoyed that again. This map's really good fun. Good chat as well. Thank you to everybody that's joined. Thank you for, as always, all the support. If you've enjoyed it, hit the sub button and the like button so you know what's happening next time we're live. And until then, we will be back on Deutschland. It's too good to not play on at the moment. So until then, Martin Lenk, I will put it into the Discord and you can have a look there. So, thank you everyone. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll try and get on maybe tomorrow night. We might do another stream tomorrow. We'll see how things are going with the work and all of that stuff. Cosmo, I do, because, do you know why? Because we used to have a guy that worked on our farm called Cosmo. There we go. But you can watch it back. It'll turn into a video after this, so don't worry about that. But thank you, everyone. I'll try and have a play around with my cameras here a bit and see if we can get a little bit of a better view for the next one as well. But appreciate you all. Thank you for all your support on the channel. Honestly, it really is appreciated. And we'll catch you again very soon. And that sounds like our AI tractor coming back as well. So he's been doing the job awesome tonight. Yeah. Look at that, we set that up and it's just run like clockwork. Always love to see that. But until then, take care, look after yourselves, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.